Alright, let's quickly look at an example where we have to calculate the amount of bad debts. So in this question here, we've got RE Vision with a year end on the 31st of December. And let's just go straight to the additional information. This is a pre-adjustment trial balance. Additional information number 1, Mr. S. Gonzalez, one of RE Vision's debtors, was declared insolvent. So that basically means that his assets are less than his liabilities, so he can't afford to pay off all his debt. Now, Mr. Gonzalez had a total debt of 1,600 that he owed to RE Vision, which is the entity for whom we are preparing the records. Then the sentence says that RE Vision received 70 cents in the rand from his estate. The remainder had to be written off. The amount to be written off has not yet been accounted for. Good. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is to calculate the amount to be written off. So let's look at the situation. So we have three amounts here. We've got the amount received, the amount to write off, which we need to calculate, and we've got the total amount. So let's have a look. The total debt for Mr. Gonzalez is 1,600. So let's fill that in. This is 1,600. The amount received, we will have to calculate that. And the information tells us that RE Vision received 70 cents in the rand from his estate. That means we are going to receive 70 cents for every 100 cents that Mr. Gonzalez owed. The question is, what is the amount to be written off? So the amount to write off is going to be 30 cents. How do we calculate that? We say take the 100 cents, which is the total amount, minus the 70 cents, which is what we receive in the rand for every 1 rand that Mr. Gonzalez owed. So that's going to give us the 30 cents. So this here then represents the ratio that we need to use if we want to calculate the amount received, the amount written off, or the total amount. So if we use our formula, we take what we have and we multiply by what we need over what we have. Remember, this part we always need to get from the ratio. So this is the ratio that we're going to use for received, write-off, and total. The actual amount that we have is 1,600. 1,600 times what we need. In this case, we need the amount written off. So we can say write-off amount. The 1,600 represents the total amount. So we can simply say 1,600 times the 30 cents over the 100 cents. And that is going to give me the amount that I need to write off. So let's do this with our calculator. 1,600 times 30 divided by 100, and the amount is going to be 480. Alternatively, you could have calculated the amount received, which would be, if we did that, we would have said 1,600 times 70 cents over 100 cents. Okay, this is if we're calculating the amount received. Alright, and that would then give me 1,600 times 0.7, which is equal to 1,600 times 0.7, which is equal to 1120. And if I then take this is then 1120. And if I then take the total amount, the 1600, and I minus the 1120, I'm going to get my 480 as well. So whichever way you prefer, either you can calculate straight the amount written off by using the 30 over the 100, or you can calculate first the amount received and subtract that from the total amount.